Hi there, I hope you enjoyed that introductory video. I'm sure you'd agree with me that it plants some very compelling seeds, doesn't it? My name is Sharon Whiteman, and I'd like to welcome you and introduce you to the incredible social entrepreneurship movement called M5M, or Mission 5 Million. I'm going to share the amazing story of our company and mission with you and the passion that we have for bringing change into the world. I've worked with this organization for more than 14 years now, first for my own health and my family's health, and then to help others. You know, the bottom line was I just couldn't help myself. I just had to share about our technology. This revolutionary new business model, as you saw in the video, is called social entrepreneurship. Social entrepreneurs come in all sizes and shapes, but what they have in common is the relentless pursuit of their world-changing ideas. Let me give you a couple examples. A few decades ago, a young banker by the name of Muhammad Yunus, pictured here in the middle, believed he had a solution for global poverty. Poverty was very prevalent in his part of the world, and he was committed to addressing that problem. He believed that if you invested in people, they would choose to work their way out of their hopeless circumstances. Here's the problem. These are people that didn't have credit, they didn't have collateral, and they didn't have a job. In traditional banking, you don't loan money to people like that for any kind of business investment. So he had to start his own bank to challenge the status quo, and he created a new lending instrument called the microloan. He started investing small amounts of dollars in people's lives. Today, 20 years later, over 500 million people in the world have benefited from microloans, and it's become the #1 strategy for fighting global poverty. More recently, a young social entrepreneur from the United States named Blake Mycoskie was in Argentina. He learned that a large segment of children were being denied education for the simple reason is they didn't own shoes. He said, somebody needs to fix that problem. So he came back to the United States and he started his own shoe company called Tom's Shoes. He makes a very trendy kind of canvas shoe, yes, but more importantly, he was dedicated to solving this problem. He said, for every pair of shoes that I sell, I'm going to donate a pair to a child in need. Now, I want to tell you something. That has captured the imagination of a whole generation of young people who want to be a part of world-changing ideas. Today, Tom's Shoes has become one of the fastest growing shoe companies in the world, not because of the quality, but because of the quality of the mission. Closer to home, we have an example right here in Australia. It's called Thank You Water. In 2008, they were a young group of uni students preparing for their 5-year business plans, and they were struck with the vast contrast of opportunities in the Western world versus those in the Third World. They discovered that 900 million people in the world do not have access to clean drinking water. Fast forward to today, and every bottle of Thank You Water you purchase supplies a person in need for a month. To date, they have 100 projects in 8 countries offering to over 56,000 people in need. So let me tell you about our program, M5M, or Mission 5 Million. We have a very unique, disruptive product technology and a mission to help 5 million children that die from malnutrition every year. Our program is different and unique, however, in that we have a compelling and very real way to reward people that help us champion our cause. And I'll explain more about that as we get going. Today's social entrepreneurship is being taught in business schools all over the world because of the enormous potential it brings for changing the way we do business in the world and changing the world at the same time. A recent article in the Harvard Business Review brought a great perspective to this issue in an article entitled, Can Entrepreneurs Save the World? The theme of the article is basically telling big business you'd better pay attention to social entrepreneurship because it's a movement that is sweeping the world. In fact, their message to big business was this: if you're not thinking about social entrepreneurial collaboration, you'll soon be guilty of strategy malpractice. What they mean that is in the 21st century, if you're not bringing value into people's lives, if you're not taking global responsibility for today's pressing problems, your company is going to become irrelevant and simply fade away. Now, they've identified 4 keys that are important in having a successful social entrepreneur organization. First, you have to take on a global problem. The bigger the problem, the bigger the opportunity, and thus the bigger the rewards. Ours is malnutrition, and there's a reason. It's because the number 2 key is that you have to have an innovative and disruptive entrepreneurial solution. And in our case, it's an innovative and breakthrough nutrition technology solution. The third criteria is that you have to tap into the passion that the public feels for your cause, because it takes an army of people to proliferate it around the globe. And number 4, find a creative way to reward participants and drive the mission to the ends of the world. We commit to reward those that are willing to partner with us and champion our cause arm in arm, side by side. Now I'm going to show you how we've incorporated these 4 keys into the development of what I think is the most powerful social entrepreneurial movement in the world today. First, think about this. We're talking about a global crisis of malnutrition. Please understand what that is and what is actually happening. According to UNICEF, malnutrition kills 5 million children under the age of 5 every year in developing countries. That's 1 child every 6 seconds. According to the New York Times, between 1/3 to 1/2 of all childhood deaths in the world are linked to malnutrition. But do you know what's interesting? You know, you look at big things like this, and I think many of us sit back and think, I'd like to impact the world. I'd like to do something significant. But in today's world, many of our society also have a personal crisis. Some may be thinking, how can I affect the world in a big way? I've got to look after things at home first. For many people, and we could argue it's a majority, the current reality is that they're seeing a global economic downturn. They see personal debt out of control. Unemployment rates are high and job security is low. Personal bankruptcies are growing, and the overwhelming majority of people would be blessed with even a little extra income. So when you think about how can I do something and impact something on a global scale when I can't even impact something on my scale in my life, how could I possibly do that? That's exactly why I want you to look closely at what we're doing. That's why I invite you to look at our social entrepreneurial movement. What if you could change your world and the world at the exact same time? Just think about that even for 1 second. It's vitally important that you understand this is just the proposition we're laying on the table. Our goal is this. Our goal is to match 5 million consumers with 5 million children. Now, we can't do that alone. You can see that's obvious. We need your help. When I'm through with this presentation, if all you say is, look, I'll help a child, then it's the same as Tom's shoes and thank you water. When you purchase our products, we donate a month's supply of nutrients based on an incredible science to help nourish these children from around the world. This is a direct cause and effect. If you were to do nothing more than become a great consumer of our products, it's one simple act that's changing a child's life. You make a difference in the life of one. Join us for Mission 5 Million. There's another big reason for you to take a look at what we're doing. The lack of proper nutrition is not just a developing world problem. It's actually a global problem. And what do I mean by that? According to the New York Times, there's a new hidden hunger. Our children are overfed and undernourished. Big industry decided it could make even more money by simply reinventing food, combining highly processed food ingredients with chemically made sweeteners, colorings, flavorings, and preservatives. And they've created a whole new category of food products. The nutritional value of these super processed foods is so poor that one food expert refers to them as edible, food-like substances. Sadly, they say one of the most dangerous places for your health is becoming your grocery store. And secondly, modern farming techniques They're designed to grow fruits and vegetables faster and bigger, and they've compromised the nutritional value of our most important foods. Even when we dedicate ourselves to eating healthy, eating fruits and vegetables, it's becoming harder and harder to meet our nutritional requirements because today's fruit and veg are not as vitamin rich as they have been in the past. For example, in 1995, the USDA recommended that adults eat 5 to 7 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. But what's happening today? The recommended daily servings for adults has increased to 7 to 13. Now here's the question, is anybody really doing that? According to recent statistics, no one is. And we have more and more adults and children looking like these pictures. This is the modern face of malnutrition. Now, what's the consequences of not eating what's required for us to be healthy? It's a pretty easy equation. It's called poor health. We are less healthy than we used to be. A major reason for this is because advances in modern medicine don't make up for nutritional deficiencies. And the next generation may be even worse off. You might ask, how could it get worse off? It's called legacy, and this is what's happening to our children. For the first time in over 100 years, the quality of life and the life expectancy of our children might actually drop. This is why the problem of poor nutrition is something that we have all got to pay attention to. Now, using logic, the advice has been to use supplementation to fill that nutritional gap. As vitamins and minerals and other supplements were developed, the science had not been developed to extract them from food. It was discovered that it was cheaper and again more profitable to use synthetic materials. These raw materials like petroleum, coal tar derivatives, and crushed up rocks form the basis of 95% of our vitamin supplements on the market today. A new study in the Journal of American Medical Association says that synthetic vitamins are actually increasing our risk of death. Their research was quick to point out, however, that this did not apply to natural vitamins such as those found in fruits and vegetables. Now let's watch this short video that highlights some of what I'm talking about.
Shockingly, this is the first generation in over 100 years that is predicted to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. Could this be you? With all our wealth, knowledge, and technology, the incidence of disease is still rising. Diseases linked to nutritional deficiency and poor diet have become the #1 cause of death in America. Up to 1/2 of all childhood deaths in the world each year are linked directly to malnutrition. Unfortunately, some of the world's biggest industries have put profits ahead of everything else, and we are paying the price for their greed. And worse yet, they've done it so quietly that we didn't even know it was happening. In order to increase yields and profits, the commercial farming industry created new techniques designed to grow food faster and bigger and make food look better and last longer. Industry created genetic modifications, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, and larvicides to help increase yields, and have even discovered ways to splice pesticides right into the DNA of seeds to reduce the costs of spraying. Shockingly, what we've been eating has contained a lot less of what we thought we were getting, and a lot more stuff we had no idea we were getting. Then, industry determined it could make even greater profits by simply reinventing food. Today, 90% of every food dollar is used to purchase highly processed food products. The nutritional value of processed foods is so low, and the amounts of chemical preservatives are so high, that one leading food expert refers to them as edible food-like substances. One of the most dangerous places for your health has become your local grocery store. And finally, to make up for the newfound deficiencies in food, industry created synthetic forms of vitamins and minerals to put back into our food supply and diets what they had taken out, and, shockingly, called them natural. In fact, 95% of all vitamins and minerals are made in chemical plants from fossil fuels like coal tar, petroleum products, or rocks. And the reason why is simple. It's cheap and profitable. So here is the shocking conclusion, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. industry is quick to point out that being fat, sick, and nearly dead is entirely our fault. If only we'd eat healthier, we'd all be skinny, healthy, and happy. But industry has so radically impacted the food we eat that a healthy diet has become an endangered species.
Now that was simply shocking information, wasn't it? Now this is where our alignment with an incredible social entrepreneur company called Manitech begins. This is how we are able to impact global malnutrition and our own personal epidemic of poor nutrition. Manitech burst onto the nutritional scene back in 1994. They currently operate in 24 countries and growing. They have over 90 global patents. They've spent tens of millions of dollars in research, and they're publicly traded on the NASDAQ. And they're at the forefront of a new frontier in nutrition called glycoscience and real food technology. This is simply incredible, simply disruptive technology. Do you remember falling off a bike as a child? You had possibly had a skinned knee, and after a few days, totally new pink skin appeared. By now, you know that it was not a Band-Aid or mummy's kiss that healed that wound. It was your body. It just did it all by itself. And did you ever wonder how your body knows how to heal a wound? You know, how do your blood cells know where to go and what to do? How do your blood cells know when there's an inflammation process going on somewhere where they have to repair damage? And how does your immune system know how to respond properly? How does your immune system distinguish a good cell from a bad cell, like a virus, a bacteria, a parasite, or a cancer? Or knowing self from not self. The immune system needs all these answers in order to mobilize the correct response. We now know that there's a mechanism that makes our cells so intelligent in that they know what to do. Our cells have a strong communication network. They talk and they give messages to each other. A totally new science has evolved during the last 20 years, and it's called glycobiology or glycoscience. Glyco is the Greek word for sweet, so glycoscience is the science of sugars. In 1990, the University of Oxford quoted that glycoscience is the fastest growing science in the medical world. And in 2003, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology said that glycoscience is one of the 10 emerging technologies that will change the world. Today, glycoscience is entering mainstream medicine. In 1996, Manitech developed the first complete glyconutrient nutritional supplement. It's really the flagship technology at Manitech. It's technology which is considered to be the missing link in nutrition. Dr. John Rollins was the head of the U.S. Patent Office when he saw this product come across his desk. He called this discovery one that stands head and shoulders above any other he'd seen. He says, "I believe the overall immune supporting potential of glyconutrients represents the best integrative health strategy that science has to offer." What an exceptional endorsement is that. Now, there's study after study after study proving that fact, and the fact that we need a full complement of these sugars on the surface of every cell for optimal wellness. They've now even proven that taking our glyconutrient product ambertose results in a more complete profile of these glycans on our cell surface, and that makes healthier cells. Most recently, in 2012, there was a new report published by the National Academy of Sciences called Transforming Glycoscience, a Roadmap for the Future. These sugars are a cell communication. They play a vital role in human physiological process, right from the ability of the sperm to recognize the egg at conception through to immune system response, tissue repair, making new, healthy, and complete cells. Science has revealed that glycans, or sugars on the surface of our cells, are involved in every major disease process. And the sad and very scary fact is that our modern diet boasts a 75% deficiency of the nutritional building blocks we use as raw materials to make these cell surface sugars. So, ladies and gentlemen, watch this space. Glycobiology is on its way to becoming a common household name. Now, this short video explains it beautifully, and it also introduces us to real food technologies.
Nutriverus is derived from two words, nutrition and the Latin word verus, which means real or true. So Nutriverus powder is real nutrition, nutrition the way your body wants it. Nutriverus powder has 4 distinct pillars of nutrition, each sourced from real food, that each address different needs. Everything starts with glyconutrients, an exciting breakthrough area of nutrition that Manitech discovered and pioneered more than 15 years ago. Glyconutrients, or nature's sugars, are plant polysaccharides that have been shown to help support the body on a cellular level. Your cells need these sugars to communicate properly and work their best. from bolstering your immune function to supporting brain function. Glyconutrients deliver where other supplements fall short. Simply put, when your cells talk, your body listens. Nutriveris powder then provides essential vitamins and minerals sourced from plants and real food. Most supplements source their ingredients from coal tar, petroleum, and rocks. Not Nutriveris powder. The hydroponic technology used to standardize the plant-sourced minerals in Nutriveris powder is the first and only of its kind. This process makes it possible to not only include food-sourced nutrients in Nutriveris powder, but also to verify their amounts. No other vitamin mineral product can make that promise. Antioxidants are vital to good health and longevity. Nutriveris powder supplies a potent blend of fruit and vegetable-sourced antioxidants to help protect your cells, tissues, and organs against the attacks from free radicals and stress. This powerful blend is designed to keep you active and help protect your body from the effects of stress and premature aging. Finally, the foundation of Nutriveris powder is rooted in the very birth of vitamins themselves, stabilized rice bran. This nutrient-dense real food base and emerging superfood captures the most nutritious parts of the kernel that are otherwise stripped away during the milling process. Only recently has science discovered a way to stabilize the nutritional goodness in rice bran. This single component offers a wide array of fatty acids, phytosterols, glyconutrients, fibers, and many other nutrients. Alongside the standardized rice bran, Nutriveris powder also boasts a nutrient-dense, real food base of organic fruits and vegetables, providing the whole food matrix your body seeks out for maximum nutritional synergies to occur. Never before has such a robust health supplement been available. The result? Energy-boosting, immune system-supporting nutrition the way your body wants it.
So to summarize, you can see here that we have a broad nutritional product line, and the person who's invited you here can assist you in the right choice for your situation. But rest assured, 99% of our population would thrive in wellness with the addition of Ambertose and Nutriveris, which you just learned about in the video. They're pictured here on the screen to the right. So now that you have an overview of the science and of glyconutrition, you can understand how unique our position is in the industry. No other company has a complete, standardized source of these necessary glyconutrients. They're quality and they work. The same nutritional science help us to assist vulnerable, malnourished children around the world and help you and your children at the exact same time. Now let's hear Sam Castor talk about our Give for Real program that's helping children globally.
Manatech has donated more than 38 million servings of real food nutritional support to malnourished children in over 80 countries because of people just like you. You can be part of the solution that's answering the biggest social problem in the world today: childhood malnutrition.
About half of all childhood deaths every year are linked directly to malnutrition, and that includes about 5 million children under the age of 5. And that's our target group. And through our Give for Real donation through consumption program, we believe we can meet that need. And here's how.
With every purchase of Nutriveris placed on auto order, Manatech sends PhytoBlend powder to malnourished children through Manna Relief, a non-profit organization. You could help one child or literally thousands of children by choosing to help champion our cause.
About 500 million consumers take a synthetically made vitamin mineral product every day. They already understand the value of nutrition. They're already willing to invest in their own health. And if just 1% of that existing market chose a real food technology solution product over their synthetically made vitamin, we could link 5 million consumers directly to the needs of 5 million children. But you know, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's an entire global population of people that are struggling to find adequate nutrition in their daily diets. And if 1% of that market chose to integrate real food technology into their daily diets, gosh, we could lead a real food revolution that could single-handedly address the most devastating problem that children will face in our lifetime. And that is called legacy.
So now you've heard Sam, let me show you how you can help. You know, regardless of where you are in your life at the moment, these products will make a difference to your life and to the world. There are 3 ways you can help. Ultimately, there's a right choice for everyone. The first one is similar to Tom's Shoes and Thank You Water. You choose our wellness technology for you and your family on a regular order, and we'll initiate a month's supply of nutrients for an at-risk child also on a regular basis. It's one simple act making a huge difference. Now, our second choice, just imagine if Tom's Shoes or Thank You Water said, hey, here's what we'll do. We need help to spread the word, so we'll give you an account number, and as you explain our mission to others and help those people to buy shoes or water, we'll give you some financial recognition for that. It's a thank you for helping us spread our mission farther than we could without you. It takes an army to meet our global impact vision, as you can imagine. That's exactly what we want to do with our referral program. You know, it's as simple as this. Just like the video, you know somebody who's taking a synthetic vitamin and mineral already, and you can offer them the information and the incredible benefit of ours and the opportunity to switch to a plant-sourced superior product. And at no extra donation on their part, a child will also get fed for a month. You know, what a win-win is that? And what if, you know, you had a goal, say, I'd personally like to share and ensure that 6 or 10 or even 15 children are fed because of me. It's one simple act spreading even further by your sharing. Or many people know immediately, you know, I want to champion this. I'll partner with you. That's our third choice. Let me quickly explain to you why you would want to help us champion this mission. We're the only social entrepreneur company with a leveraged-based income model, where basically you get a thank you payment for advertising our mission to others. You know, folks, this is history in the making. Our model is changing social entrepreneurship as it's been known to date. Of course, as good, kind person, you know, you'd care. You were also aware, though, that the first thing that might come to mind as you might have to want to look after your children first, or your family, or community. These are the things that might be immediately pressing to you. You know, that's exactly why you would want to partner with us. If you want more time with your family, if you want more, say, security in your life, if you want to take care of that visa, that mortgage, or maybe you just want to go to bed every night and know and feel everything's okay. You may have a completely different mission in your heart. You can use this mission to make those visions happen. Muhammad Yunus with the Grameen Bank says that financial wealth is not the goal of a social entrepreneurial business, but the byproduct of being successful in your mission. The bottom line is this: it takes men and women with resources to affect the world. So no matter what's first in your heart, here's the serendipity of all this. If we can help you earn financial rewards by championing this cause, you're helping us champion this mission, and at the same time, it can enable you to succeed in what's a priority for you. You win, your family wins, your mission wins, and our mission wins too. So let's say you'd like to choose our real food technologies and help a child. There's 2 main pack choices that's available to open your wholesale account. You know, the person who invited you can help you with the right choice that's for your situation. If being a champion of this mission is what resonates in your heart, the same choices apply, although we'd personally recommend the champion account as it opens the full referral bonus structure to you. Basically, you're not leaving any potential rewards on the table. Both of these choices, the $150 or $498, have a different array of product mixtures which we will assist you in choosing. Let's just say, for example's sake, the $498 account is how you want to start your journey with us. And, you know, obviously start your own personal mission. We'll explain the next steps. Our methodology is very basic, and we'd recommend you keep it simple. Use our products and then share our mission with other people. Let's say you share this with 4 people and they choose to champion the mission with you. It's as simple as this. Hey, Jane, this is Sharon. Have you ever heard of Tom's Shoes or Thank You Water? They're social entrepreneur companies that donate their product to an area of global need every time you purchase with them. It's a pretty powerful concept. I'm working with an organization with a unique product technology and a mission to help 5 million children suffering from malnutrition each year. They have a similar kind of program of equivalent donation to people in challenge, but what makes them really unique is that they'll pay people like you and me to help. Would you be open to letting me show you how it all works? So let's say, for example, 4 people decide to champion this with you. That's a 1,000 thank you rewards back to you already. You've just made $1,000, and that's potentially a 200% return on your initial investment. You're a for-profit entity already. In our company, you now have the title of Regional Champion in that month. Let me ask you this. Look at your life right now. Would an extra $1,000 make a difference this month in your life? That visa, your mortgage, school fees, that holiday. What about your mission that you've been dreaming of? Now, for the next few slides, I'm going to refer to points. We use points as a descriptive with our volume-based targets. Ultimately, you buy our products in dollars, and then there's points attached to them. It's kind of like frequent flyer miles. Looking at the next step, you're guiding these 4 new people to do exactly the same as what you did. Let's help 3 or 4 become regional champions, and that's 6,000 or more points of volume in your champion teams. In this example, if you had a champion team structure anywhere from 6,000 to 19,000 points, you're already earning an income of 10,000 to 26,000 a year. You, again, put it to whatever your heart's desires, your needs, your goals, your mission. At this point also, your efforts have instigated nutritional support to anywhere from 60 to 200 children. That's the whole purpose. That's the vision. Next, you repeat those steps again and again. We support you in supporting your new champions with their goals, our help. As you see here, at each step, more children are being fed, and your income is also increasing as a thank you from us. Also, you may be surprised to know that wealthy people evaluate our mission with interest as well. Often, wealthy people have businesses and real estate or share portfolios, but cash flow can be tight and possibly intermittent. This referral structure and rewards program is very attractive for those tight cash flow times. As you can see here, our top income levels offer generous rewards. They're unlimited, and most people are starting part-time at these levels. The income's not limited, and neither is how many children that you can help. Or you might chuckle at this, but some people might say the majority of people in our communities or in my neighborhood would be vastly benefited by just some extra money each month. How long has it been since you've had some, extra money that's extra that you can do those little special things for yourself? Where would you direct your me money? Or think about your friends. You're in complete control, and you can only help people with this. Now let's step back and look at this. When we look at our champions globally on a big scale, we want you to know the difference of one simple act, because we want you to know the difference that you'll make in partnering with us. Just this past year, we were thrilled to expand our support of 3,000 children up to 5,000 children in Guatemala. The impact that VitaBlend powder has been making throughout that beautiful country is remarkable. One of the most notable cases we've seen is that of Aura. When Aura first began receiving nutritional support, she weighed what a 5-year-old should. The problem was that she was 10 years old. Her skin was pale, she had no hair on her head, and her health was quickly fading. Today, just over a year later, Aura is a healthy 12-year-old that runs, plays, and she's attending school again. That's just simply amazing, isn't it? That's one simple act in action. At the rank of regional champion, that first level, you're impacting the lives of 15 children just like Aura. Or you can passionately help others who choose one simple act as well and grow to helping over 60 or 200 or even 600 children whose lives will be changed. We all know just how good that will feel. I'm impacting my life while at the same time impacting the lives of people all over the world. It's just so win-win. And one thought that might be of interest to many of you, do you have a charity or a nonprofit or even a friend or family member that's lost income due to illness? Do you have a passion and you've been trying to think about it, possibly help them? This same M5M mission can assist you to either raise funds for them or help them raise funds for themselves. It all starts with one simple act. Globally, right now, there's multiple churches and nonprofits using the M5M mission to be able to integrate the social entrepreneurial endless cash flow. Rather than being concerned whether their charitable donation streams, will be able to support their endeavors to help people. Just ask us if you'd like to learn how that works. So the choices are simple. One simple act equals Mission 5 million. Choose what's right for you in getting started, and then let us help you learn and share. Our goal is to inspire people just like you to join us. Join us to help one, or join us to help many. I've never hurt a soul by sharing this message. I've never hurt a soul by sharing our technology, but I've blessed hundreds and hundreds, and you can too, and we need your help. So I'd like you to leave with two things that I'm very passionate about. Firstly, our world will not recover. Our world will not get better without our help. The most powerful potential support for our planet is for business to take responsibility and drive change. Drive support, reach out in their area of specialty. Let me share this quote with you from Muhammad Yunus. The money used by social entrepreneurs has an endless life because it recycles, and you touch many, many more lives because it can continue forever. Whereas the money generated through a charity only has one life, and then it is used up. You may not know, but charitable donation is drying up and dying. Social entrepreneurship is the 21st century answer. Please take global responsibility with us and make this change. My second passion, are the vulnerable of the world, the children. With 5 million children under the age of 5 dying every year across the globe, that's on our watch. That's 1 every 6 seconds. Think about it if that was in your city or your country or your neighborhood. We'd be standing up and screaming, wouldn't we? We can do something about this. And I'll leave you with a goofy picture of my kids. These kids never go a day without the blessing of these nutrients. They're healthy and happy. And I'm able to stay home. I work my schedule around them, and I earn income. Every single child deserves the same. And together, we can accomplish that. So ladies and gentlemen, it's obvious. One simple act, many of us together, choosing one simple act is the global solution to childhood malnutrition. I'd like to thank you and acknowledge you for giving some of your time to this presentation. Get back to the person who invited you to the presentation and start with this right away. Start right away. We'll look forward to hearing from you, and I'll leave you now with this next video.
What if through the simple act of giving you could achieve a life of significance? What would that look like to you? More family time? Living debt-free? Or making a living by making a difference? How about enriching the lives of others, including those you care most about? What if you could achieve all of this and at the same time help to fight the #1 health risk that children face in the world today? A recent article exposed that up to 1/2 of all childhood deaths in the world are related to malnutrition. And we've discovered the most advanced solution for helping to fight this problem. And now, through an innovative new pay-it-forward business model called social entrepreneurship, you can help us change the world through the simple act of giving. Social entrepreneurship, rewarding ordinary people for making an extraordinary impact on the world. Anyone, regardless of their age, education, or experience, can become a social entrepreneur. Old models of business required you to be good at selling, training, and marketing to succeed. But in this new model, success can come through the simple act of giving. Why? Because giving changes everything. And the best part is, what you give away costs you nothing. That's right, it's free to give. So now it's up to you. Simply choose to give and become a part of a world-changing movement. Because if you haven't figured it out by now, giving changes everything.